Last time in the Hoenn True Power Tournament, we saw a wicked battle between Winona, the gym leader of Fortree City, and Sydney, an Elite Four member of the Hoenn League, with some crazy twists and turns that really could have made it either trainer's battle to win, but only one of them will be moving on. Today we have an exciting matchup ahead of us as two Battle Frontier brains will be going head to head for the first time. Anabel of the Battle Tower and Tucker of the Battle Dome. Let's head to the team previews to get a sense of what this battle might entail. Anabel returns with her balanced team with a great mix of physically and specially offensive Pokemon. Given how powerful Tucker's team is, she'll really have to make use of her Snorlax's defensive capabilities where she can. One of her Pokemon isn't registered in our database and we haven't yet seen it in the tournament, so we'll have to figure out what's going on there as the battle progresses. Tucker, on the other hand, returns with his really well balanced team as well, and I think the key for him will be utilizing the tankiness of his Swampert and Metagross at opportune moments. Both trainers are ready for battle, so let's head down to the arena for this Frontier Brain clash. And here we go, a clash of Frontier Brains. We've got Tucker of the Battle Dome versus Anabel of the Battle Tower. Tucker starting off the battle with his Swampert that has been a solid lead for him so far in this tournament, whereas Anabel is going in with the Snorlax, also a very powerful lead from her. Two tanky Pokemon out on the field. We'll have to see if anyone wants to pull a switch. No, Swampert going immediately for the Stealth Rock. Tucker realizing how necessary that's going to be as this battle progresses, and the Snorlax going for Curse right away. A great play from Anabel actually, because Swampert is usually run as a physical attacker, so it's both its attack and its defense will be raised here, which is a dangerous proposition. We've seen this in action before, and Tucker's going to be forced to withdraw, realizing that defense is too high for him, and going into the Arcanine here. Arcanine is a great switch actually. It does have Intimidate, so it will lower the Snorlax's attack back to where it was before. So now the Body Slam will likely not do as much as it would have. Let's see how much it does. A little bit less than half, but oh, the Arcanine getting paralyzed right away on the first turn. How unlucky for Tucker at the beginning here, and Arcanine getting paralyzed, not able to move. This is the danger with Snorlax, is that it's so powerful, so defensive, and it has a little bit of utility with that paralysis. Oh, but the Lychee Berry, it looks like, activating on the Arcanine that will raise its attack, so if it can get an attack off here, yes it will. The close combat, super effective on the Snorlax, doing a huge amount of damage, more than half on that Snorlax. Oh man, especially with that defense raise, that was an impressive attack right there. But Snorlax will definitely be able to finish that Arcanine off with a Body Slam. Arcanine going down to the Snorlax, getting paralyzed there, might have otherwise pulled it off. Would have been very, very close. Snorlax getting a little bit of recovery here as well. Now Tucker will send in the Salamence. Salamence also does have Intimidate actually, so just trying to lower that Snorlax's attack as much as possible. Encourage the switch perhaps. Let's see what Tucker wants to do here with the Salamence. Going for the Draco Meteor. Oh, going for a special attack on the Snorlax, realizing his physical defense has been raised. So this Draco Meteor doing huge damage, but not enough. Oh my word, the Snorlax still surviving, and the Snorlax able to go for Body Slam again, trying to pull off another paralysis, even though its attack has been lowered, not doing much damage there, and no paralysis. The Snorlax now recovering. The problem here, Salamence's special attack has been lowered, but now going for the Outrage. It is a mixed attacker, of course, having to get as much damage as possible off on that Snorlax. That Snorlax is incredibly bulky, and the Salamence pulling it off there, but in comes the Weavile now from Anabel, a terrifying prospect for a Salamence, and honestly for the rest of Tucker's team, really. None of Tucker's teams want to switch in here. That's the problem. Yes, the Weavile going for Icicle Crash. Now the Salamence does have a Yache Berry, but it is still 4 times effective. This is going to be close. Let's see what happens here. Salamence getting hit by the Icicle Crash, and that will be it. Oh man, Salamence going down to the Icicle Crash from the Weavile. Weavile too powerful there. Now of course Tucker, if he switched in something, it would have had to have taken an Icicle Crash and then a knockoff likely, but here comes the Metagross. Now Metagross will have priority, of course, so Weavile is going to switch out here, not able to get a knockoff off after a Bullet Punch, of course. So Salamence switching in here. Salamence does have Intimidate, but of course Metagross, yes, does have the Clear Body ability, so its stats will not get lowered. But perhaps Anabel has another trick up her sleeve as the Metagross gets a free hit here with Bullet Punch. Should do a decent chunk, yeah, bringing the Salamence below half after the Stealth Rock. And now the Salamence going for Flamethrower. Oh, that should do some good damage on Metagross. Yeah, that's a good amount of damage right there. A little bit more than half left over on that Metagross. Now going for Meteor Mash, though. Oh, what a powerful attack that is. And the Salamence going down to the Stab Meteor Mash. A solid attack there from Metagross. Now the Alakazam coming out on the field. Now keep in mind that all the Focus Sashes are being broken here because of the Stealth Rock. And now the Metagross going for priority Bullet Punch on the Alakazam. Gonna stay in here, but will this do enough on Alakazam? No, the Alakazam surviving. Able to go for the Shadow Ball now. Now, none of Tucker's Pokemon could have taken that. Oh, the Metagross actually survives, though. Oh, it will be able to get another attack off, but now Anabel switching out from the Alakazam, realizing she could use it later on as a late game sweeper, and in comes the Lucario. Lucario will resist the Bullet Punch, so shouldn't do much damage at all. Also getting hit by the Stealth Rock, but it does resist that as well. So Lucario, a very, very good typing situation for it right now. Getting some good damage off there is the Metagross, but perhaps not enough as the Lucario Knight activates. Here comes Mega Lucario. This thing has been an absolute beast in the tournament so far. We'll have to see if Tucker's able to manage it at all, and here comes the Extreme Speed on the Metagross, so even if it had used the Bullet Punch just to get some chip damage off, the Extreme Speed would have out-prioritized anyway. That's what makes this Lucario such a danger, and in comes Charizard. Now, Charizard is actually a great counter for Lucario. Yeah, Anabel is going to be forced to switch out to try and deal with this Charizard another way, and going in to the legendary Latios. Her final Pokemon has been revealed. It is a legendary, and here comes the Charizard with the Flamethrower. Will be resisted, but still doing a decent chunk of damage, honestly. Does have the Life Orb, so getting some damage there, whereas Latios does have the Leftovers, so getting a little bit of recovery. Now, this will be an interesting dynamic between these two Pokemon here, as the Latios goes for the Calm Mind, actually. Now, Charizard does have other attacks that it can use, but Anabel perhaps realizing they're all special, so might as well raise your special attack and special defense in the meantime. And here comes the Charizard with the Air Slash. Air Slash should do a decent amount of damage. Yes, after that Calm Mind, that is not bad, but it looks like after the Leftovers, this will still be a 2-hit KO from this point. So Latios able to now get off an attack, going for the Psyshock. Oh, that's going to do massive damage after the Calm Mind. Yes, the Charizard going down immediately to that Psyshock. Latios is a very, very powerful Pokemon, that is for sure. And now it's just about half health with, of course, the Calm Mind boost. But now the Swampert coming out on the field. Swampert is a very tanky Pokemon. Will likely be able to tank anything. Here comes the Draco Meteor. Oh, the Swampert avoided it. Here comes the Ice Punch. Will that be enough on the Latios? Yes, the Latios going down. Swampert pulling it off. So Tucker getting a little bit of luck of his own here with that Draco Meteor miss. That would have done massive damage even on something like Swampert. So wow, and now the Alakazam coming out on the field, getting hurt by Stealth Rocks again. It likely will not be able to switch in again, so just going for the Psychic, trying to get some good damage off on that Swampert, but doing less than half. Swampert is an absolute defensive beast and offensive beast too, as it takes down the Alakazam with the Earthquake. Alakazam going down, not able to pull off that sweep towards the end that Anabel might have been hoping for, and Swampert now getting some Leftovers recovery. That Psychic, oh man, it did maybe about a third after Leftovers, something like that, but now the Mega Lucario coming back out on the field. Now this is a dangerous proposition. If it doesn't KO the Swampert, it will get hurt bad by an Earthquake. But no, it's too powerful. Going for the close combat, taking down the Swampert. Its defenses will now be lowered, of course. So that leaves Tucker to be able to pull something off here, perhaps. Going into the Latias now, the legendary Latias coming out on the field. Now this is an interesting matchup here. Anabel is going to stay in, go for the Meteor Mash, just try and take it out in one hit. No, the Latias does survive. Oh, here comes the Psyshock on the Lucario. Its defenses have been lowered, so yes, that will be the end of the Mega Lucario. Perhaps after seeing its last battle, we might not have thought that anything could take that thing down. Latias left with very little health now. We've got a 1-1 battle, but of course the Weavile getting hurt by the Stealth Rocks, but it is a very, very fast Pokemon and a great counter for Latias. Should be able to go for the priority move here. Yes, the Ice Shard will be able to take down the Latias. Weavile pulling it off at the end, and Anabel winning the battle with a 1-0 victory over her fellow Frontier Brain, Tucker. That was an absolutely amazing display of what these Frontier Brains are really capable of, but ultimately Anabel will be moving to the quarterfinals. Before we go, I'd just like to remind you guys to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already if you enjoyed the video. Huge thanks goes to our YouTube members and patrons on Patreon. If you want to support the channel and get some cool perks, the links to support will be in the description below. This has been Soul Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time for some more True Power.